come out and they play so well.
Someone please explain to me. You can bet that if a team knew that they thought they had a data bank, the plays would change in that interview.
But could you please explain to me what they did that was so bad? I just don't understand the big deal.
Because there was a rule against it. I mean, it may not be a moral outrage, it may not be a sin against humanity, but the rule was, and he got a letter that says, do not videotape the opposing coaches. So he went out and videotaped the opposing coaches, he matched that up with the plays they ran, and he figured out what plays they were calling.
People steal signs in baseball.
But that's legal. But the point is this, Michael, that it's illegal.
People push off, players push off in the course of a play, and it's up to the official to catch you or not.
Bill Belichick, though, I think he almost comes across, though, as a guy who thinks he's above everybody else and he's above the league.
What do you think?
He has run-ins.
Did they go soft on him? Should they have suspended him? We know they fined him $500,000. That's a lot of money, according to many people, for anyone, right? But a suspension really would have hit him in a different way.
I think they should have suspended him for longer.
Suspend him for a year?
No, I'm saying he at least should have got maybe at least 2-3 games or something.
So you can't decide how long the suspension should be, so you don't suspend?
Well, no, hold on a second. No, I'm not saying that. What is a fair suspension? If it's a game, I think the $500,000 is a lot more. If it's 3 games...
He's not paying that fine.
He said he's not paying that fine.
Because his owner, Robert Kraft, I believe, he just signed a new contract, first of all. The man makes a huge amount of money, and I think his owner took him aside and said, you know what, it doesn't matter what they say, you won me 3 Super Bowls.
Well, you know what, that may very well be, but somebody's going to pay the fine.
Yeah.
But if it's not him, then how are you penalizing him?
Well, then, you know what, he's going to say, look, don't get caught next time or you will pay it.
Suspend him for 4 games.
Well, okay,
and then that would hurt the Patriots on the field product, and then that would actually make a
year.
If you take the brain off the game, like if you take the brain of the team off the field, that's going to hurt.
Let's talk about the brain. John Kitna, concussed in the first half last week, came back in the second half to lead the Lions to a victory. Brett Favre was shocked. Wayne Corbett, who was forced to retire because of 9 concussions, went even further. Here's the quote. I don't think it was right. I saw his eyes, and I know that look. I disagree with what they did. I'm sure he wanted to go back in. I'm sure they told him that he shouldn't. But in the end, they should have looked out for the best interest of the player. Do you agree?
Yeah, because you know what? The thread through this whole thing, all the discussions that we've had, has been money. It's been all about money. The players are there to make money for the organization.
It's professional sports. It's a despicable act to put him back into the game.
They
risked
cruel.
The guy's life.
He wanted
and
to
they won on this occasion. But I'll tell you, you're playing roulette with somebody's life, and
Absolutely.
That's a terrible, terrible thing to do.
We just saw a football game with a Buffalo Bill who could have been paralyzed for life. Every day we watch those games fully knowing that that's the risk. So all of a sudden, let's not find religion just because the guy's been beat up.
This is come on now. This is a little bit more. Here in the Buffalo Bill incident, 2 players collide, and we know that is going to happen.
Yeah, we accept that risk.
But when you know that a player has got a concussion, and you put him back into the game, and this is a game of more than mild contact, you are...
There are so many players who are playing the game right now with multiple concussions.
But is that right? But hold on a second. That is not anymore right than putting this guy back in the game.
If you heard what Michael said, had 9 concussions. After the 7th, there was a doctor, there was a team, there was a structure, and there were fans who were saying, please get on the field.
Is that right?
It happens all the time.
But is that right?
Yes, it is right.
Oh, come on now.
Dr. Dave.
But there's a huge difference between a player that may have had it and may have been cleared. Okay, maybe. I don't know all the
8 concussions.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm with you on that. Okay, that's a little bit rude.
Last word.
But the right before, like the half before and put back in again, no way. That was just absolutely
Love the guest
cruel.
today. You guys did an awesome job. Everyone come back. Paul Godfrey, thanks for doing the show. Here's a question that we received from you. We've got next question standing by with Eric Stahl of Carolina. Hey, Paul, Barry Bonds is a free agent this offseason. Any chance the Jays will take a run at another moody off injured multimillionaire?
From 0 to -1.
You got it from Paul Godfrey. Next question when we return.
Off the Record's email of the day is brought to you by L'Oreal Men Expert. The future of your skin is in your hands.
Well, there is talk.
Shut your mouth and...
Wow. Next one.
Oh, that's a good question.
Boy, I just can't answer that question.
Oh, you know that guy Eric Cole, don't you?
Very good friend.
I know
roommate.
you. This is Eric Stahl from the Carolina Hurricanes. You guys are roommates, right?
Yeah, since I came in the league.
He thinks he's really smart and really good at next question. You do better. Good to go?
Well, I'm Grady.
What's the bigger party town, Raleigh, North Carolina, or Lutsen, Minnesota?
Raleigh.
You were married August the 3rd. Was Hurricanes beat writer Luke DeCock invited to that?
No, he wasn't there.
Did you invite any NASCAR drivers?
No, but I should have for fans in Carolina.
Ever been to a race? How many?
No, I should. I'm going to go one of these times.
Can you explain the Hurricanes logo for us?
It's a hurricane. That's just a swirl of wind and whatever.
Would you rather work out with Rod Brindamore or Gary Roberts?
Oh, and that'd be a tough one with both of them.
Give me one word to describe Rod Brindamore's nose.
He's the man. That's all I got.
Provides a lot of shelter, I would assume.
Yeah.
How many times during a game do you hear, on average, Peter Laviolette curse?
Not tons. Not tons, to be surprised.
You lying to me?
No, but he yells a lot, but he's not cursing that much.
Who was more upset after the whole incident in Minnesota? Hurricanes management or your now wife?
My wife at the time.
Have you ever been to Viking, Alberta?
No.
You know that's the home of?
Sutters.
The less famous Sutter brothers now. During your Stanley Cup run in 2006, who had the worst playoff beard?
Commodore.
How many reporters do you find in the Canes locker room after a game, on average?
5.
How many reporters would you find at a Peterborough Pete's game afterwards?
Oh, probably around the same.
You're the oldest. Which one of your brothers was the hardest to babysit?
Mark.
Gave you a lot of trouble,
Yeah,
did he?
That's all. I don't even have to expand that answer.
What's the first thing you brought your brothers when you signed your first NHL contract?
Nothing. I told them to keep working to get there.
Which one calls you for advice the most?
None really.
You're an avid gamer, and you're on the cover of NHL 08 from EA Sports. Will you ever play as Jordan on that game?
Never. That would never sit well in my gut.
Thanks so much for doing this, man. You're awesome.
Cool.
Off the Record's next question is brought to you by the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. For great steaks, good friends, see you tonight. Michael Landsberg's clothing, supplied by Got Style, Toronto's newest menswear store and spa.
Stahl a drive, score! Eric Stahl with the blast.
Eric Stahl with a chance. What a goal! Oh my goodness! Put that one away. Save the tape. What a goal by number 12.